we are about 36 to maybe 48 hours away from having turkey hatchlings. And so what we want to do is make sure that we have a brooder set up for them. This brooder is going to be their inside location so that when we're not outside with them after they're a few days old, that we can hang out with them, keep them safe inside, keep them nice and warm, be able to play with them indoor. They are going to grow very quickly compared to little chicks. And so we want to make sure that we build a brooder that's big enough that's going to house them for at least a couple of weeks. So rather than just using a Rubbermaid bin, which I know is a very efficient brooder, but I think they're gonna grow it and they're gonna be all over the house if I don't build them something a little more secure. We're gonna use a whole bunch of scrap wood from our previous projects, some of the green chicken wire left from the big turkey run that you saw us move yesterday, and a piece of plywood, and see what we can come up with. We have leftover paint. We're just gonna design something and we're gonna make it different than all the ones we've seen online because we're the English family and we're not gonna do a Rubbermaid bin.
YouTube family, if you didn't know, it's lockdown time. So Elysia told me yesterday that I wasn't enthusiastic enough that it was turkey lockdown day. So I now have to remind her that it is.
Wait. Yesterday morning I woke up, and the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I wake up the boys. And so I went into the boys' bedrooms and I was like, guess what day it is? And they were both like, turkey lockdown day. And I was like, how excited are you for baby turkeys? And Dayton said out of 10, he was 27,000 excited for turkeys. And Chase said he was 11,000. And that the number he could think of was actually like way bigger. But I told him he could only be 10 out of 10 if that was the most excited. So then he said 11,000. So like we were like max excited for turkey lockdown day. And then I drove the boys to school, came back home and said to Philip, hey, it's turkey lockdown day. And he was like, yeah, it's turkey lockdown day. And I was like, no, we need to have a talk. I was like, this level of enthusiasm is not sufficient enough for the level that I'm at, like up here. And you need to like come up to my level if we're gonna do this date together, or I'm just gonna go do something and you can just enjoy your day.
So YouTube family, just so you know, it is turkey lockdown day. Woo!
So yesterday, I think every 20 minutes, Phil was like, hey, guess what? And I was like, what? He's like, it's turkey lockdown day.
Did I come to your level?
He came to my level. And then, of course, we got to show our YouTube family that it was day 25. It was officially turkey lockdown day. We were so excited to take the egg turner out and get the eggs in. And then we kind of just all sat there and looked in through the top glass. So rather than doing that today, I'm going to stay productive. We're going to build this brooder, surprise the boys with as much progress as we can make before they get home, because they're so excited to wait for these. Because thankfully, thank you for whatever schedule happened on turkeys in the incubator, Saturday, Sunday, home days for the boys because they obviously attend school during the week. So please, for the love of goodness, have these things hatch on either Saturday or Sunday when the boys are home and not on Monday when they're back at school. If you're doing any fingers crossing, we want Saturday, Sunday turkey poult babies. We had like a little how we're gonna build the brooder meeting this morning. We're envisioning something that looks like a cute little house shape on both ends, but I envisioned having some type of a little roost system and the house shape be sort of boxy with the front open so we can use natural sticks to be able to make them little roosts and stuff, and then have an open run space. A couple things we need to consider with the brooder. We have to be able to get in the brooder, like not physically like in it, but we need to be able to, with our
wow,
hands,
I don't know. I might
video, I'm in the brooder.
Yeah.
We need to be able to access and be able to pick the turkeys up and take them out of the brooder without having to like crawl into or stand in the brooder. Like this is going inside the house somewhere. So the idea is that we'll be able to have top access, but we also have to make sure that in a couple days they're not actually just running around the house because we have 3 dogs. And of course you don't want turkeys pooping all over the house. So we need to make the sidewalls tall enough that at least for a few weeks we can kind of keep them in or have some type of a lid that has airflow because we don't want it to be like, you know, boxed in. And then be able to have our pine chips and our food and our water. Since we don't know exactly how many out of 10 are going to hatch, we really don't know how big to make this or how big are they going to be in a couple of days. Lots of variables, but we're going for it. I think we're going to do the very top peak of our house, 42 inches. So how about I draw a straight line all the way across 42 inches. We're going to do a little like geo math here. See if I can come up with 2 of the exact same shape. Freehanding it. is a little bit of a rough project, but when I'm done sanding, it's gonna all go smoothly.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. You quacked me up.
Turkeys don't quack.
I really hope these turkeys hatch, at least one of them.
I love them so much and they haven't even hatched yet. Oh gosh, and hopefully for the one turkey's sake, there's actually more than one, because I'm gonna love the bejeebers out of the one. If there's only one, it's gonna get way too much love and just gonna be like, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out. Somebody eat me.
Cook me for, yeah. Isn't it Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, and I was already in my head last night trying to figure out how I was going to explain that we really weren't going to put all of these ones in the freezer. And wait, like, before anybody has any opinions, because so many comments were like, there's no way the English family is going to be able to harvest any of their pet turkeys to be able to have in the freezer. But in my defense, I thought I was going to have 24, which meant that quite a few of them were going to go in the freezer. But now that I could have 10 or less, I'm like, I know I'm going to want to keep a boy or two. I know I'm going to keep at least probably 3 or 4 females if I have that. Wait, no, stop!
This is not looking good for me because I enjoyed eating turkey, and it doesn't look like any of these turkeys are going in the freezer. I know.
Wait.
YouTube family, you are correct. I don't think Elysia will even let anyone come near the turkeys.
Thought for sure if we ordered twice as many turkeys as we were hoping for, it would mean that I could keep some for raising up for like pet turkeys to have to lay eggs for us next year, so we weren't going to have to buy our turkey eggs. Turkey eggs are expensive to buy and then do the incubation process and everything. And so to be able to have our own hens lay their eggs next year means we don't have to buy the eggs. We can reuse our incubator and have more to be able to put in the freezer next year. But I thought out of 24 eggs, I was hoping we'd have at least 16, you know, keep maybe 4 or 5 turkeys, put the rest in the freezer, and that probably some of them wouldn't quite make it. But now that I'm down to 10 already, 12, 10, I don't know exactly, in the incubator.
I think 10.
Yeah, because that's why I was saying like 10 for sure we think are pretty viable looking, and 2 we're questioning. So I'm saying if I have 10 good eggs and they all hatch, I'm down to 10.
So that's pretty good because, I mean, that's almost one a month, minus 2.
Just stick with the level of enthusiasm that it's lockdown day, and we'll do all the discussing later.
If I keep this up, it's going to be lockdown day for me.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes.
That looks good. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the nicest turkey brooder I've ever seen. And it comes from your mind.
Comes from my mind.
Right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love.
Elysia right now is cutting the trim piece that's going to go across the bottom on either side, and then we're going to paint it so it matches the rest around the framing of the cute little brooder. This brooder is actually, it looks amazing, and it's going to be shiplap, yeah.
Perfect. Those are going to be blue. I got to do that to the other side. It started to rain, but that's not going to hold us back. We want to get the shiplap nailed onto this brooder because the hours are ticking and we don't have time to wait till tomorrow for it to stop raining. So we've moved what we have so far progress into the garage, and we're just going to work underneath our little area here. I am absolutely in love with it, and I already know I want to make a little squirrel sawed turkey thing to put near it or on it, like a little emblem or something that the boys are going to help design and paint up. So that's going to be adorable as well. But we need to get our little roost house that's going to go on the end finished up here. This is what I was referring to as doing like a shiplap board and a barn boardy look going all the way up. It's going to go across the peak and the inside, down the peak, and then down that side. But only for this section back here, which is going to be like their little hide house. And then I'm going to take some natural sticks and do some roofs across the back because I think they're really going to enjoy that. And then they'll have space on this side to be able to put their food and water and everything. And remember, in the daytime, they're going to be able to come outside and play in their little run area if the weather's nice. So they're going to have lots of room. This is kind of just for like nighttime or on times when the weather's crummy and we have to stay inside. We just lifted this because it started raining off of the table and moved it into the garage here. It literally weighs nothing. Like, how much do you think it probably weighs?
Right now, 20 pounds.
Maybe 20 pounds. But
Yeah,
the two of us lifted it no problem because our concern was is if we really started to build this and we had it all built up outside, that we actually have to be able to carry this in, fit it through the doorways, and then be able to take it where we're going to put it. So that's actually no problem at all because...
Yeah, I think when we're done, like max 50 pounds, like something very accessible.
Or
easily.
less, honestly.
Yeah, or less.
Always on my mind and way out of my league. You were born to be on display, and I'm hard to read. I thought of you, hoping that the ripples would make you notice me, and now you're here.
Okay, I don't know if this is world's first turkey wire made into gold, but we're going for it. We're gonna have very high-end, luxurious, high-maintenance turkeys.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think the gold spray paint was a really nice touch. I just used some little gold screws to put it on because I could not for the life of me find the stapler. I think it looks so cute. You can't really tell that it's gold out here, but in person, the gold looks so much nicer with the blue than if we would have used the green chicken wire. And although obviously silver chicken wire would have looked perfectly fine, this just gives it the Elysia touch.
Hoping that the ripples would make you notice me, and now you're here, sunlight on the ripples, somehow you notice me. Whatever you decide to do, I will keep sending new ripples to you.
Move the boards.
Wow.
You like it?
Yeah. I love it. That looks amazing.
What do you think of your new turkey brooder? Just pretty cool.
No, it's amazing.
All right, but
And it's actually pretty cool how it's really cheap to make.
Yeah.
You just use like leftover wood from like the wood shelter.
Chase, what do you think of your turkey brooder?
I love it. I think the turkeys will love it more.
I agree.
Like, I mean, there's already 3 turkeys here who already love it.
Oh, are you kidding me right now? Wait, 3. You only said 3. You, your brother, and your mom. It's almost too nice to be a turkey brooder, hon.
you gonna move in?
Yeah, I might.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah. Oh no.
How cute is that?
So we got these water trays and the feeders from the Antigonish Country Co-op.
These are great because they're easy to clean and easy to fill.
Honey, I think this brooder's too good to put baby turkeys in. What do you think?
I think you're gonna have to charge them some rent for sure. We did the shiplap using leftover wood from our wood shelter build, leftover paint from all of our exterior projects. We're able to use some plywood and just a few other little pieces that we made into 1x2s to be able to create some of the framework left from our kitchen renovation. We did purchase our pine chips and our feeders to have a few fresh ones for this project. We used our twigs from our hurricane trees that were down that we call our Bulbasaur sticks. You can see we've created some roosts inside. I think it is so cute. We also used some leftover chicken wire from our larger run that we built back in our woods there that you saw us move. And we used our leftover gold spray paint to turn it into metallic gold, which I just think is a fun English family touch. Now we just have to wait for our turkey poults. I'm so happy with the way the brooder turned out. We used all the scraps from leftover projects around the property. I love that it matches the house and that it's lightweight enough that we can move it from inside to outside when needed. We're so excited for our turkeys to hatch. We are on day 27. They should hatch either tomorrow or the next day, and so we cannot wait to introduce them to their new home. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for more of our home renovation and homesteading on our 4 acres here in Nova Scotia. I love you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully for turkey poult hatching.